Hi, Dave from Action Shooters, and we're going to go over the draw stroke. First, we're going to do it with an outside the waistband holster and then an inside the waistband holster, but we're not going to really change any of the steps. So there's a 3-step process that we like to do here, with number 4, if you'd like, being actually firing the pistol if it's time to do that. So I'm going to simply go by the numbers and talk about it a little bit through. So step number 1, or count 1. What I'm going to do is put my hand on the pistol itself, getting a full as best grip I can while it's still in the holster. What you're going to do with your support hand, or non-dominant hand, is put it somewhere high on your chest. 2 reasons for this. 1, so you don't accidentally shoot yourself in the hand. And number 2, the closer we can get our support hand to the pistol as we're drawing it, the faster I can get both hands on it, the faster I can get a full control of grip. So that's going to look a lot like this. So step 1, hand on the pistol grip, other hand high in our chest. Step 2 is going to be bringing the pistol straight up to meet our support hand. It's going to look like this. Step 1, step 2. Now, step 3 is going to be extending the pistol onto the target and starting our aim at the same time. Notice something though. When I do my draw stroke, step 1, 2, 3, straight onto target. That looks a lot like holstering the pistol in reverse. That's how some people like to talk about it. It's very true. If I wanted to reholster the pistol, I would bring it straight back and straight down. Why don't I just do the same thing in reverse? It's very efficient, it's smooth. So I would bring the pistol up to my hands and straight onto target, and then put it straight back and straight down. So remember, step 1, hand on gun, hand high on chest. Step 2, bring the pistol out to your hands together. Step 3, extend to the target. And then step 4, if you would like, would be actually shooting if you're going to do a 4-step process on this. And then to reholster, bring it straight up and straight back. 2 things we're trying to eliminate in this. With the draw stroke, we're trying to make it as efficient and effortless as possible. We're going to try and eliminate what we call bowling and then fishing. Bowling is some people, when they draw a gun, they get the gun up, they don't really have a good grip, they bring it down, and they bring the pistol straight up. Literally looks like they're bowling. So they get the gun, they get a good grip, and they bring it straight up on target. Now, it's not that you won't get there, it's just you're going to get there slower and less efficiently than if I were to bring the gun straight up and straight out. The other thing we want to eliminate is the fisherman. Now, this is kind of the same thing, but the other way around. So they get the gun, they get a good grip, they bring it up, and then they bring it on to target. Literally like they're throwing, like they're fishing. So again, it's not that you won't get there, it's just going to take you longer, and it's going to be more effort than simply 1, 2, 3. Now, during the third part, the extension of the pistol, this is where we talk about cross-eye dominance. So this is where, let's say I'm a right-handed shooter, but my left eye is my dominant eye, or I'm a left-handed shooter and my right eye is my dominant eye. My recommendation for this would be, if you're cross-eye dominant, to simply, when you're extending the pistol, extend it in front of your dominant eye. I see a lot of people have a lot of problems when they get to step 3 and they're cross-eye dominant. They'll do something like this and they'll start twerking their head around, and it'll look really uncomfortable, be all out of whack. What I would rather have you do is that when you draw the pistol and aim, if you're cross-eye dominant, is that when you bring it up in front of your non-dominant eye. I'm sorry, in front of your dominant eye, which is going to be the other one that you're not drawing with. That's the outside the waistband draw. Hi, we're going to continue with the inside the waistband carry draw stroke, or the concealed carry draw stroke. I don't really think it's anything much too different than the outside the waistband draw stroke. We just need to move the garment out of the way, which is going to be done in step 1, so we don't really need to introduce any new steps with this. Again, I'm going to have my inside the waistband holster pretty much the same spot I have my outside the waistband holster. So step 1, just like the outside the waistband, is that I'm just going to move the garment out of the way and then get my full firing grip on the pistol at the same time. Now, the difference here, as you can see with my support hand, is instead of simply just being somewhere on my chest, now it's holding my garment out of the way so that I can draw the pistol. Step 2, still draw the gun up, get a good 2-handed grip, and step 3 is still present towards the target And then reholstering is the same thing. I bring it back, I move my shirt out of the way, I put it in the holster. Easy. I'll show you again by the numbers. Step 1 is the exact same, except we're just going to move the garment out of the way at the same time and have our support hand in roughly the same spot we would if we were doing an outside the waistband draw, but now it's just holding the garment. So step 1, 2, 3. And same thing for reholstering. Bring the gun straight back, hold the garment out of the way, put the pistol back in the holster. Very easy process. We don't need to reinvent the wheel. We've already got it down. The only thing we need to add is getting the garment out of the way. The big question a lot of people ask is, well then what happens with an inside the waistband carry if I don't have both my hands? It takes a little bit of practice, but if you need to, you can, with your same hand, get your garment out of the way and then get your full firing grip and get the pistol out if you needed to. Reholstering, you may need to use a couple of your fingers or your thumb to get the shirt out of the way, but then you can put it right back. Again, same thing. If you don't have both your hands with the inside the waistband carry, you can simply get the garment out of the way with your dominant hand and grab the pistol and get it out anyways. And again, you can use your thumb or any of your other fingers to keep the garment out of the way while you reholster the pistol.